Your order is packed, it's shipped. I'm gonna go walk to the post office right now. Happy Friday. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Like I said before, if you guys keep buying my books, that's more videos I can make. So today, we're shipping a bundle, a 4-book bundle. So a previous video, someone said they love what I'm doing and they wanted to support, and I told them that I will ship their book out, but I will record it. So this video, we will be pretty much, showing the process per usual on how I ship my comic books. I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for your support. I hope you love your books. Please leave an honest, review. And more importantly, Death Club Comics, that's where you guys go to grab, my books, posters. I'll probably have this hat available soon, more merchandise. But in the meantime, we are focusing on shipping this person's bundle. I can show you guys my comic book, in the meantime. So let's do that right now. All right, so I want to get the username correctly, or the channel correctly. So Tartwork609, this was a day ago. Gonna show some support, man. Keep up the good work, bro. Thank you. And I replied and I said, thank you so much. I'll be using your order for my next video. So thank you so much. And yeah, so I'm sitting at my desk, pay for the label, time to ship it out. I'm not gonna tell you guys his actual name or where he's from. We're not doing that around here. So yeah, so whenever it's time to print out an order, we print out the label on our label printer. So for anyone that is a comic book creator, wants to do pretty much what I do, and want to learn about the fulfillment side of comic books, get yourself a 4x6 label printer, a thermal label printer where you don't have to, worry about ink. I've had this label printer since about 2018. I've been using this forever. Have printed well over 30,000 labels. Hasn't had any issues. So let's print out his label and then go through the whole process, go through the whole shipping process on how to ship a comic book. All right, let's grab your books. Now, let's move this out of the way. Most comic books I keep, in a short box. One day it'll be a long box, but this is the best way for me to start my comic books. So we have a 4-book bundle, so let's pick issue number 2. Here's a cover to issue number 2, signed. And then I know we have issue number 4 in the back. Oh my God, work of art. Okay, so we have issues 2 and 4 for now. And then we gotta go to my drawer, because over here is where we have issues 3 and issue number 1. So we gotta sign this book, and then I know we have issue number 1 in the bottom. All right, so we have both books. Now we need to sign each issue. Beautiful books, by the way. So we'll pretty much sign your books. I'll do it on camera. Show you guys some sorcery magic here. I hope I can get it. I can't see the preview. I don't know what the screen looks like, but I'm gonna do it far away. This is a wide angle lens. Let's get it. And then for the other one. All right, now your books are signed. And then we pretty much bag and board them. All books come bag and board. I wanna make sure the books come in pristine condition. I want the books to be immaculate. So if you ever plan on grading them, we get 9.8s. 9.8s only around here. So let's bag and board it. Take a couple looks, take a look at the covers and talk more about the comic book. Okay, so here are all 4 books lined up together, and I know a lot of people will be new to my channel, so I want to just let you guys know issue number 1 I've sold well over 3,000 copies of, and then issue number 2 I've sold well over 1,200 copies of, and then eventually once I started selling bundles, I started selling books, together. Issue number 1 was done, digitally. I was just learning, just starting, how to, make comic books, a couple years ago. Had no idea what I was doing, didn't even do as much research as I thought I was when I was making comic books. Once I sold the amount of comic books I sold for issue number 1, I realized I needed to do a lot more for my supporters. So with issue number 2, you can tell that, it's still dark, it's still a little dark, still trying to learn the difference between, CMYK and RGB, what's for, mobile phones or desktop, and what's, prepared for print. And also, learning how to, make sure the colors are not just only vibrant, but bright enough to be printed on. Issue number 2, I love it. I hold it near and dear to my heart. I realize if I want to be the comic book superstar that I want to be, that I have to do everything traditional. And also, I didn't really like the inking tools. I did these 2 issues on the iPad. Wasn't a fan because everything gets pixelated. If you're an iPad artist, but also I just have to get better at, my settings, figuring out what's the best resolution. And for issues 3 and 4 was the first time I decided to draw my books traditionally. I think you can see a huge difference from issues 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And, color everything on Photoshop instead of Procreate, because Photoshop has a wider color gamut. I did not do the coloring for the cover of issue number 3, but I did do colors for the interiors. I did the colors for the cover of issue number 4. Everything will be colored, penciled, inked, by me, moving forward. I did the coloring obviously for issues 1 and 2. Wasn't satisfied. I just knew I wanted to be better. But the reason why I wanted to outsource a colorist before was, so I could have a better output, but I think it's best that I do everything on my own and just show the world that I can do everything on my own. But without further ado, let's bag and board these books and ship it out, because I know my guy is waiting on his books. So let's get it out to him. Well, my camera is pretty much overheating. It's pretty hot in LA right now, but your order is packed, it's shipped. I'm gonna go walk to the post office right now. Not gonna do a video of me going all the way to the post office, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys enjoy my space still. This is where everything happens, but most importantly, please go to deathclubcomics.com if you want to grab my 4-book bundle. You can collect issues 1 through 4. We'll be working on issue number 5 soon, and then that will be our first, graphic novel / trade paperback. So that series will be starting soon. I'm still trying to finish, the final touches on, just, orchestrating everything. But for now, we are promoting, my books. I have 4 books out. I completed 4 books in this solo studio by a solo creator. I am, the penciler, the inker, the letterer, the editor, the colorist, you name it. So this book is going to a special place, to a special person, which is, our supporters and a subscriber to this channel. And please like, comment, subscribe, and yeah. We won't be able to make another video without you guys grabbing a book. I mean, I'll continue to make videos, but as far as the process goes on, my comic book journey, you guys ultimately will make that happen. So like always, my name is Sam. I'm the artist, writer, and creator of Blood Shadow. Peace.